Stephen iyo caawayo martida madasha oo caawayo martino ku tahay Congresswoman-ka ka soo gala degmada saddexaad gobolka Ohio waxa weerada Joyce Beatty. waxay noo qaadaa dhigaya burhaan iyo noobir oo aan rabo inay in kala baxo iyo Congresswoman-ka Joyce Beatty oo iyada badan oo ku saabsan coronavirus-ka arrimihii ka dhashay iyo dhibaatooyinka uu dadka Mareykanka ku keenay gaar ahaan Soomaalida dagaalaha iyo arrimo badan oo ku saabsan arrimahaas ay nala wadaagi doonto caawa
House Chair-ka Finance Committee-ka Co-Chair-ka Black Caucus-ka Chair-ka وأنا قف واحد بدل في قبضتي financial كتعاوز عطي حوالي الصومالي كده عاي العجيب الصومالي لقى فينا عاي وأنا قف كنتي مهم باهلين ملك السؤال الجبنو مركا أيضا مرتين نوعه ونوعه ربنا أنا كورس نوشة جدونتا واحد حيالها الجرا الصعود خصوصا COVID-19 كا financial كا how the small businesses وحيالها الجرا أي نقلها جدونتا مركا محاربة أنا خصوصا دويو ayada oo runtii waqtigeeda iska cadadan yahay aan rabnaa inaan runtii ka faa'iideysano inaan hadhow su'aalo weydiino I just want to make sure I just want to welcome Congresswoman Joyce Beatty. Joyce, the focus listening here is almost 1,000 people on the line who've been able to listen. You're appreciated your effort doing the state of Ohio and also Ohio State Congressional, the job you're doing. We appreciate it. And we want you to know that you're running for election and we all care about you and people are here are all supporting you. I want to go ahead and give it to you, welcome you for the line.
First of all, let me just say thank you so much, Burhan, for introducing me and also having a wonderful working relationship with you and so many of my Somali brothers and sisters. I thank everyone who is on the call. I want to make sure that I give you the information that you need to know that will be helpful to you as an individual, that will be helpful to you and your family if you have children, if you are small business owners. And I know you all fall into those categories. To my sisters who are on the phone, thank you for being so supportive and great leaders in your own right. To all my brothers on the phone, thank you for being business owners and family men and out and supporting all of us. With that,
waxay tiri saa'ul leysaan Congresswoman-ka aad ayaan idinku madnaqayaa taas burhaan laga shaqeeyay wax badan oo laga shaqeeyay waxaan rabaa inaan u sheego bulshooyinka Soomaaliyeed inaan runtii dad walaal nahay gabdhihii wiilalba waan salaamayaa saa'ul socotaan wax badan small business ka qabatay dad badan oo dhiban oo anaga ka wada nahay runtii wax badan ka qabatay family ahaan carruur ahaan businessadana rabaa in la sheergareeyay tiri small businesses dadka family-da carruurta haysta runtina aad ay ugu magacilinaayeen inay u soo dhaweysteen meeshaan waana idin magacilinayaa dhammaantiin rag iyo dumar ku jira link. Go ahead, Congress.
Welcome, Burhan and Ms. Congresswoman Beatty. My name is Norbert. I'll be asking some questions about the COVID-19 and the efforts of the federal government is doing overall. We've got a lot of your constituents here who are listening in this conversation. First of all, I want to welcome you both on behalf of 7 Media. It's a platform where you always welcome to communicate with your constituents. My name is Norbert again. My first question, Ms. Congresswoman, is many of us in the Somali American community, overall, we are contractors, 1099 workers. There's obviously W-2s and people who work for employer as a proper employee. Where should they regain their losses in this cycle?
Thank you for that question. Let me start by saying in the PPP program we have, which is the Paycheck Protection Program, which provides financial support to small businesses, which many of you are small business owners. Many of you are also self-employed. Many are, as you mentioned, independent contractors. And there are others who might be 1099 employees. So first, let me just say there is $349 billion in the PPP program. Now, does someone want to translate that back, or do you want me to continue?
Let me translate. Saa ula socotaan Congress waxay su-aasha la weydiiyey waxay small businesska maxaa noo qaban kartaan haddii contractyo aan leenahay waxyaalahaas oo dhan waxa ay tiri waxaa jira programkan oo hadda ay noo sheegtay oo simil bajirka ay ka hadlaysay Paycheck Protection Program Plan PP la dhaho saa ula socotaan $349 billion ayaa jiray tiri oo laga faa'iideysan karaa oo dadka small businesska teenaynada haystaan self employee dadkaas oo dhan ay ka faa'iideysan karaan. Go ahead, Congress.
Also, what is new in this category for small business owners, independent contractors, 1099, for the first time, it expands unemployment benefits. So, unemployment benefits to those who are self-employed, those who are independent contractors. They can go from 26 weeks to 39 weeks, and it provides 4 months of a $600 per week federal unemployment payment.
Say sheegtay waxay tiri programka aan idin sheegay dadka 1099 ka ah dadkaas oo dhan unemployment ka qaatan self-employed ahaa waxay xaq u leeyihiin also inay macnaha helaan unemployment 26 ilaa 39 weeks ay xaq u leeyihiin inay helaan weekii $600. Go ahead.
If I may interject about that issue, we know that is state by state based, but many of the states, we're hearing people who are connected to 77 Media, they were not able to get as a 1099 employees, not able to get those benefits yet, and looks like the state's websites are not actually accommodating those that should be getting that benefits due to the COVID-19 bill that you passed.
I think what he is saying has been a problem across the United States. Congress puts the money in and allocates the dollars while the state has to implement it. Yesterday, I did call Governor DeWine's office because I heard a lot of individuals and constituents saying they were having problems with the SBA as well as the unemployment office. What I can tell you, we start this week for the independent contractors on the 13th, the independent contractors and the self-employed. It is my understanding that they will be up and better prepared to do what they were not able to do for the first rollout, which started on April the 3rd. So rollout with the independent contractors and others is supposed to roll out on Monday.
waxa ay noo sheegtay runta state by state waaye unemployment-ga saa ula socotay waxay tiri statekeena dhibaatooyin badan oo delay ayaa ka dhacay jiray saa ula socotay SBA loanka ay qaasatan waxay tiri stateka unemployment-ga Mike DeWine governorkeena Ohio qaasatan kala hadlay in ilma wax laga qabto arrimahaas macnaha unemployment-ga issue istaagan SBA loanka say noo sheegtay kale waxay small business contract-ga independent contract dad ayuu la siin doonaa oo macnaha third loo saarin gareeyo oo roll out lagu sameeyo dadkii macnaha waxa ka maqnaayeen ilaa April koodeeda April oo laga bilaabo bisha hadda aan ku jirno say Congress noo sheegtay. Congresswoman, can you talk about a little bit more about economic injury disaster loan as well?
I'm sorry, economic what, please?
Economic injury disaster loan, EIDL.
Oh yes, the disaster loan. Absolutely. And thank you for asking that question also, because we also have that new category, which is for the disaster loan. And I also have, I forgot to tell you at the beginning, that I have several of my staff individuals who are on the call. And we have Nick, who is the attorney and the legislative director. Nick, are you on the call? Or Ernie, are you on the call? Okay, let me go ahead. I'm sorry for that. I assumed they were on the call. One of the things we wanted to make sure that we didn't have problems with, we put monies in so individuals could get dollars up front. For example, if you wanted to, if you have a small business, there is a $10,000 loan that you are eligible to get, and while you're filling out your application, if you don't get approved, you can still be able to keep the $10,000. If you get the rest of the loan, obviously, then you're in good shape. And what these loans are is to jumpstart you, because what we really know is if your business has to close and did close, it'll be very difficult for you to get back up and running. So those disaster loans are for that.
waxay tiri congaresska u joogteen su-aasha ahayd economic injuryga oo EI loo yaqaano. waxay tiri waa mahadsantiin ay weydiiseen, waa su-aal fiican, waa run, macnaha waa laga faa'iidaysan karaa dadka small businessada ah oo kale ka faa'iidaysan karaan ilaa iyo 10,000 aan loan ahayn. 10,000 macnaha lagu cafin karaa, waxaa loogu talagalay dadka small businesska ah inay ku bixiyaan qarashaadkooda iyo macluumaadkooda, mana u baahan inay hadda lacagta ay celiyaan. xataa waa lacag grant camal ah. lacagta badan haddaa heshidna waa heli kartaa, oo waxaa loogu talagalay dadka macnaha inay businessadooda hore u socdaan. marka 10,000 qasama inay celiso, xataa in lagu caawiyo dadka loogu talagalay 10,000 kaas.
Ms. Congresswoman Beatty, with small businesses, the loans have interest rates on them, right? From what we're getting from some banks, it'd be like 3.74 interest rate on those loans. Somali community, Somali American community, mostly are Muslim, and there's a prohibition of using interest and usury and all that. So is there, some other states like Minnesota, they kind of provide, they kind of accommodated and did appropriated some money for just that community without a loan. Is there such thing in your district?
Now, give me the last part again. Is there? I missed the last part. I heard about the interest.
Is there some programs for Muslim communities that they can tap in without interest on those loans? Because those loans more have they are rendered by the banks, and there is 3.74 from the last information we had on of interest. It's your city or your district kind of doing something for the Muslim community to have this loan access without interest.
And I think what I understand you asking me is, are there special programs? Let me answer the PPP. They have 100.
I think, Congresswoman Joyce, the question is, are there any programs for the Muslim Somali community that are interest-free loans? I believe that's his question. Interest-free loans.
Okay.
Free loans.
Yes. Thank you for that clarification. So under the PPP program, 1% loans, but they're essentially grants. So that makes them interest-free for 1 year and forgivable. They convert into a loan only if your business does not keep their payroll level. So let's say you have a business and you have 5 employees or 50 employees, anything under the 500. And so when you apply for this, it is a forgivable loan and it is interest-free. Now, it is not designed specifically for you as my Somali brothers and sisters. This is a first time, and it's only related to COVID-19 because of that. But yes, it is interest-free, and it is forgivable. And that's why this call is so important, because I'm going to be very, very frank and honest with you. Right now, the $349 billion that we have put in there, if you don't get your applications in early and get there, we know the money will run out. Now, that's the bad news. Here's the good news. As I am speaking to you, Congress is looking at putting another $200+ billion into it for small businesses. I'll let you translate. So I was saying so much.
noo sheegtay wax yar waxaan rabaa inaan golaha la wadaago some of the colleagues, the congresswomen on the line. So haddaa ka qaadi kartaan muudka ka qaadi kartaan numberkaan ka bilaabanayo 614-595-28. Can you take a mute because some of the stuff.
Number for the no shego.
Okay, let me give you the number you're going to take of the block. 614-595-2836.
Can you guys
Burhani waxaa samaysaa star 5 ha taabato u sheeg star 5 markaasaan arkaynaa.
Okay, I will tell them. Okay. Okay, let me tell them. I'm texting them so while I'm because some of the stuff are online, so I want to make sure they.
Yeah, listen to us. You can just tell them right now. Tell them to push star 5. They're handling the rate.
Okay. So they heard already. So let me translate. So what the congresswoman was talking about, let me explain a little bit. Waxay ka hadashay paycheck protection plan-ka ay tiri naftigiisa xataa grant ayaa ku jiray tiri oo dadka u faa'iido badan oo dadka interest ka cararayo kale oo forgivable iyo waa first time la sameeyay waxaanaba ma garateen marka qofkii oo haysta small business oo raba inuu ka faa'iideysto wuu ka faa'iideysan karaa lacagaha taas oo dhan waa laga dhaafi karaa waa forgivable ayay tiri macnaha in laga cafiyo percentage hadda lagu dhiibay ay tiri oo garaanka lacagta lagu dhiibay waa 1% ayay tiri macnaha oo laakiin lacagtan haddii uu qofku qaato loan ku qaadan lahaa waa uu isticmaali karaa grant uu isticmaali karaa ayay tiri marka waxay tiri inaan idin sheega muhiim waaye in paycheck protection program PP ga la yiraahdo inaad ka faa'iideysan kartaa. Congressman, go ahead.
If I may ask this congressman, the money of Somali communities also still not naturalized. They don't have the citizenship yet. And they're kind of worried about if they start tapping into some resources like the SNAP program and things of that nature due to the COVID-19, they might have an obstacle having their naturalization process delayed or made impossible. As President Trump sometimes talks so negatively about immigration, people with immigration status that tap into those resources. What could you tell us about that, those myths?
One of the things that we were fighting extremely hard for, and I noticed you mentioned SNAP. And SNAP dollars are something that we have been fighting for. One of the things that I can tell you is very helpful as we delve into this, and I have formed a good relationship with my colleague, Congresswoman Ilhan. And one of the things we are doing is making sure as we work together and we write letters, because she also has a large immigrant population in her district, and we are making sure on the financial side that we shore up the remittance transfer system. And I know your question is not about the economic side, but I want to assure you that any dollars eligible to anyone that is in our system and eligible will be able to receive those dollars. Now, I know it has been brought to my attention that there are issues with child care and SNAP services. And so you'd have to give me the one-on-one specifics, and I'm going to give you a good number as you have those problems for you to call into. And that number is 614-220-0003. 614-220-0003.
say noo sheegtay Congress-ka barnaamijka waxaa la weydiiyey isnaamka dad badan oo citizen dhib ka haysto waxay nala sheegaraysay inay ka hadasho isnaam programmada ah waxa ay tiri inaan macnaha ka shaqeynayno financial waxaan also aan la shaqeynayaa oo Han Omar oo Minnesota district laga soo doortay 5th district Minnesota oo ayadana large community-geenu ay ku badan yihiin degan yihiin arrinta aan ka wada shaqeynaa in letter qorno oo kolleegeena aniga aan ka wada shaqeyno haddii ay dhibaatooyinka ama qof shakhsiyaad issue la kulmay ay jiraan fadlan waxaa numberka igala soo xiriiri kartaan 614-220-0003 waa ku celinaya waxaa waaye numberka waxaa waaye 614-220-0003. Congresswoman, the question somebody is asking also was public church. And there is no clarity public church, and no one did anything about health and human service to public church. If you have, or some of the staff can talk about public church, that would be great, because there's a lot of misinformation about the public church, who can get it. A lot of people say they worried about, the going through, the federal qualified health centers, food stamp, things like that. So we need more information in the future if your office will be can update in the future. All appreciate it.
Absolutely. We will make sure we do that. But let me just say to that, House Democrats have been fighting against Trump's administrative new rules. And so when you talk with my staff, you're asking about public charge?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yes, I have two of my staff, and I think they've been able to unmute. I don't know if they want to answer it now, or that is something that we really do need to get more information and work with you offline. I don't know if Scott or Nick are on the phone, or you want us to do it afterwards.
We'll get it afterwards. Never mind. We'll get that information afterward, Nick, and we'll get that information. And we'll get back to the community as well.
Well, let me just say so you can translate it, that we have certainly been working together in the same position that you're asking us to fight for, opposing the public charge change.
Mm-hmm. Congress noo sheegay waxay tiri public charge waxa badana kale aan ka wada shaqeynayna arintan oo ku saabsan waa arintii uu Trump uu saxiixay February 24 effective-ka ay noqotay oo dadka macnaha eerta qaata shirkadka haysta qaata isna programmada oo dadka laga caawiyo food stamp cash assistance waxyaalahaas oo dhan marka design-ka lagu keeno impact ay ku yeelanayso waxay tuu fiirinayaa dadka
question, please. That's very important. My name is Hanah. I'm one of the administrator or moderator of the 77 Congresswoman. I welcome you to 77. My name is Hanah. The most important question that I want to ask you is that there is a lot of members of our line as an elderly or fixed income recipients, and they mostly worry about this particular stimulus package that is being sent now to people, whether they're going to receive it or not, although they don't file tax return with IRS. Can you please specify that a little bit and give them a date, and if there is a timeline for them to do it, it will be appreciated. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So I'm going to say it in blocks, and then you can interpret it. So the individual, which seniors and children are able to get, so that amount is $1,200 for the adult. It's direct stimulus dollars if they make less than $75,000 and less. So for the seniors, that's $1,200. So let's say you have a family. There is a married couple, and they both make less than $75,000 each. So if you make under $150,000 in your household, that's $1,200 each. I'll let you tell them that.
Okay. waxay tiri intaa ula socotaan sida baagajka dadka seniorka dadka ciyaalka haysidkaas oo dhan oo shaqada waxay helay $1,200 qofka weyn ayuu helayaa. intaa ula socotaan kale waxay nala sheegay haddii dadka sameeya less than $75,000 ah oo familiga ah oo sameeyaan, qofkaas waa uu helayaa lacagtaas $1,200 ah. haddii maarid yihiin oo dadku ay maarid isku xariistaan calaa qof $1,200 uu helayaa. marka la isku daro $2,400 ayay noqonaysaa. marka kabal hadday ka yartahay lacagtooda $150,000 hadday ay tahay.
Congresswoman, if you allow me one more time, one specific question that I was asking was the senior citizens that living with a fixed income, for example.
SSI one.
SSI, yes. Right, exactly. Yeah. Those are the people that mostly worry a lot, yes.
Okay, let me answer that. So the same amount of money for them applies. So let's say they have never paid taxes. That's okay. For this COVID dollars, if you didn't pay taxes, what they're going to do, and someone may have to help them with this, IRS is going to set up a website. It's probably going to be another 10 days or so. And they will put their name and their information in there. Even if they don't file taxes, that's okay. They will still get the $1,200. Now, when they go to this website portal, if they have a bank account, and your money will come quicker if there is a bank account. So that money would be deposited in that bank account, and that would be much faster. So senior citizens, no income, no taxes, they're still eligible.
Okay. waxay tiri Congresswoman ka soo maqlaysaan haddii dadka waaweyn oo SSI qaaso fixed income ka ah xaq way u leeyihiin way helayaan $1,200 waxaana ay ka heli karaan IRS website bay sameynaysaa. website-kaas magacooda information in loo geliyo oo ay halkaas loogu xareeyay noqonaysaa. macnaheedu waxa waa haddii bangi leeyihiin lacagta si fudud oo dhaqso ayay ku helayaan ayay tiri Congresswoman noo sheegtay. marka 10 beri ayaa ka shaqeynaya IRS inay website-kii sameeyaan. marka qofkii senior ah oo elder la family badan fadhiya xaq ayay u leeyihiin way helayaan lacag naftigooda.
Now let me answer the second part. Let me say one more part. Let's say they don't want to get it put in a bank account. There is a second option, but it will take a lot longer. They can get a check in the mail, but I'm telling you that could be a lot longer.
waxay tiri waxay idin sheegayaa qofka waxay dadku waaweyn haddii waxay tiri hadday rabaan check gurigooda loogu soo diro muddo badan ayay ku qaadanayaan oo optionkaas way leeyihiin loogu soo diro gurigooda laakiin waqtigu uu ku dheeraanaya si waxa ka fiican inay leeyihiin account oo kale waxooda si dhaqso leh ayuu ugu soo dhacayaa.
Ms. Beatty, I want to go back to a question I asked earlier about the SNAP program. I was asking on the immigration angle. Is that going to affect their immigration status if they tap into those resources? Because some families might choose to go stop instead of seeking for that.
Now, are you asking me, is it going to affect If they're waiting
if they're waiting for U.S. citizenship. No. If they're waiting for U.S. citizenship, there's the myth that it might affect the U.S. citizenship application if they tap into those resources. Any merit on that?
So I'm trying to make sure.
Let me put the Congresswoman. The question is, there's a lot of myth going on the committee. People who are receiving any public assistance who apply citizenship, is that going to impact their citizenship? Since they don't have enough income, is they going to impact? That's what he means.
No, and that's no different from somebody that would not be Somali. It's no different than if my daughter or sister or somebody was getting public assistance and then they get this. This is because of the COVID, and it's open for everyone.
Thank you,
and
Ms.
It won't deduct or take away from your other monies that you're getting.
waxay tiri Congresswoman qof ma affect gareynayso lacagtan ay ka hadlayso hadii uu isla dowladda ka imaanaysa shaqa isku male waxa shaqa isku leedahay hadii gabadheeda helay qaadanaysa system qasabari waa cross the board wax ma affect gareynayso sharciyadaada iyo statuskaaga midna ma affect gareynayso.
Ms. Congress, housing affordability. Those who public housing, those who have a mortgage, they can put a mortgage fee. But how about the renters? People who rent, how would they go about with their landlords? How are they going to pay? They already paid without 3 weeks of getting paid. They paid to rent, and May is approaching. So what kind of help?
One of the things, and that is probably one of the first questions we get. So evictions have been banned in the state of Ohio. The reason that the governor and we fought to ban evictions because we know people are going to have problems paying their rent. So I can't tell you don't pay your rent, but what I can tell you, if you don't have your rent and you can't pay it, you can't be evicted.
Okay, waxay tiri Congress-ka maqlayseen waxa ay tiri muhiim waaye dadka inay ogaadaan guryaha lagama saari karo. Ohio way baangareeyeen waa la joojiyay oo gobolkii uu ka imaaday inaan dadka aan laga saarin guryahooda. Laakiin waxa ku dhigtay biilkaaga ma ku dhahay ha bixin, laakiin lagama saari karo oo guryaha lagama tuuri karo oo alaabta banaanka ma lagu dhigi karo maadaama arrintan ay jirto COVID-19 kan ay socdaan.
And you can also tell them that on foreclosures that we're also not doing foreclosures as well.
dadka guryaha lana taasoo kale foreclosure laguma sameyn karo bangiyada kale ma wareegi karaan guryahooda iyo mortgagekooda banaanka ma dhigi karaan taasna way ku jirtaa ayadana.
To my understanding, Congress will pay the minutes for us.
Your phone is breaking. Congresswoman, quick, we have one of your favorite person on the line, Asa Kappa. He said, I want to say, Congresswoman, the job you do, I appreciate it every day. I volunteer your campaign every day. I took people to the bowling. His name is Asa Kappa. He's on the line. He's listening. He said, please tell him I've been taking people bowling stations. I've been telling people, and I've been volunteering for you from home, calling people that vote Congresswoman Joyce Beatty.
Tell him thank you, and thank you to
Congresswoman. He's a great guy, but he's a contagious Somali politician.
I know
it's really wonderful. It's really wonderful. Let me just give my gratitude one more time to the Congresswoman taking her time and giving us her precious moment at this critical time. Congresswoman, I really appreciate you, and on behalf of 77, I really and truly very humble for you to show up at this time and this critical time. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
No, thank you.
Mr. Burhan, I have a question for Congresswoman, please, if you may give me a chance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congresswoman Joyce, I have the question is regarding evictions, and you talked about Ohio. Are there any rules and laws regarding the whole nation regarding evictions?
Where we are right now is in our federal laws. If it's a HUD-backed home, then we have done forbearances, or you can't be put out, or you can't lose your mortgage. But each state, unfortunately, made up their own laws with it. We are very fortunate that in our state, no late fees, no evictions, and that's where we are with that. But I can't tell you about what
regarding
it is
Minnesota
in other states.
Or any other. Thank you so much, Congresswoman. Thank you, and thank you for visiting us, please.
No, thank you.
Ms. Beatty, my name is Norbert. I really want to appreciate you and Brian.
waxaan kusoo gabagabaynaynaa barnaamijkeennii madasha martida ay caawa martida ku ahayd xildhibaanada Joyce Beatty oo iyadu kasoo gasha degmada saddexaad ee gobolka Ohio ee aqalka Congress-ka dowladda Maraykanka. iyadoo arrimo badan oo wadaagta aad bay u mahadsan tahay. waxaanuna sidoo kale u mahadcelinaya Burhan iyo weliba Noodir iyo dhinaca farsamada oo ka taageeray Morgan. dhammaantood waa mahadsan yihiin sooyaal oo idin leh intaanu dib dambe u kulmi doono barnaamijkan oo kale ah